$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh god.
Oh.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's do it right now.
What?
Let's use this scenario.
Go ahead.
Let's do it right now.
Die Hard started a
I
trend.
hate Speed 2.
Why?
That's pretty
It's
bad.
horrible.
It's kind of like, it's more of a watch it because it's laughably bad.
Yes.
There are a few parts that I thought Sandra Bullock was pretty funny.
I'm sorry, but
When she
she's a great actress, but she sucks in that movie.
She cuts open the door with the chainsaw and she's like revving it. Can you guys get out?
If you back up with the saw,
What?
if you back up with the saw, we'll give it a try.
It's so bad.
It is very bad writing. It is
Oh,
very bad.
Bad.
But I always thought of it as more of an action type than a funny movie, and it turns out this, like, as an adult watching it, it's a terrible
It's
film.
horrible.
That was a great
That's great.
quote of by
Yeah. I can quote Speed too.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Garfield and Friends from Pickle
Oh,
Fanboys.
Now, which one?
The second one, not the
Yes.
first one.
This one.
Times are here.
Yeah, I hate that one.
It doesn't matter. That's
Well,
just an
yes,
image.
but there are two
There's
actual
two,
songs.
There's two of them.
Oh,
The
well,
second
that's what they.
one,
That's he sent me a picture.
Ready?
Ready?
Ready.
Two.
To
Party!
We're ready
To party.
We're ready.
Dun, dun,
I hope you bring lots of spaghetti.
dun, dun.
Come on down to Garfield and Friends. Come on in. It's time to party with Garfield,
Garfield
and
and
Friends.
Friends.
And then I think there's another
I love
verse.
how we all know that one.
I think there's another verse.
There
in it.
is. There's a little bit more to it.
Oh my god, I'm like tearing up
I
here.
just got a
Good one.
Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh, shoot. You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No.
Punch it.
Oh, shoot.
Ah! Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your.
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some.
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia. Welcome back to PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 299 after a week break.
Yes, we needed
One away from the big 300.
one away.
You ever just like look at yourself live and be like, "My God, I need a tan."
Sometimes.
Well, I mean, it's, we
I
all
feel like-
do. I mean,
I feel like we're very white.
we
Do I need to zoom our camera out a little bit?
You know, it's the winter's over.
Let me
Like,
We're coming out of the winter.
Josh, is there any way you can make us look tan?
I can, yeah. Do you want me to mess with the I got filters, man.
You got filters?
You want me to
Do
see
you have
what
a
I
way
got?
of making us look like we've just got back from
You know,
the beach?
I don't know if I even have any filters on our podcast one here.
No,
Let me
I think
check it
they're
out.
looking at plain Jane.
filters. No, there is some color
Us.
correction.
Oh, there's color correction. Can you make
Here,
it?
Let's add another color
I don't
want
wanna
to
be
one that
pale
I can mess
anymore.
with. Just one that I can mess with. So let's go with like a let's bring up the saturation.
Okay, so you're gonna make us look really red,
You
like it's a sunburn.
You should put us
Whoa!
in black,
There you
in
go.
black and white mode.
Ooh, can we just be in black and white?
I can, yeah. Hold
Yeah, let's do black and white.
on. That would be this.
Yeah.
There you are. Sweet. Now I look really white.
Bring the contrast down. There we go. Look at that.
Ah, there.
Do
That
it.
looks pretty cool, actually. Then maybe we'll do the podcast
Now how
like that
come
today.
the other two aren't?
Because it's just this one lens that I was working with.
Ah.
So yeah, we're in black and white for a moment. We're not keeping this on, are we?
Why not?
Why
It's
not?
cool.
It'll be
Why?
a
People will be
it'll
like,
a
"Wow, what's this
change.
black and white thing going on?"
Be a
It's
Switcheroo.
Oh
Yeah.
my. Weird.
Just a one-time thing, unless we get negative feedback.
It's a weird change of events here, but yeah, how was
We're
your...
just kind of all wearing black t-shirts, so it's working out just fine anyway.
Mine's about social distancing. Your guys is a little more plain.
Mine's just black.
Yeah. So, yeah, time off. What'd you do, man? I mean, it was.
I just went to work, but
yeah.
I got small funny story.
You
Okay.
got a funny.
I was at work and I had one AirPod in,
Mhm.
and I have it set up to where if I get a text message, Siri will read me the text message.
Yeah.
Well, I was texting cousin Andrew, and I asked him where he bought ammo when he bought bulk ammo,
Okay.
and he couldn't remember where. And I said, "What do you mean you can't remember? It's not like you buy it, every month."
I'm gonna turn this off.
And he's like, "That was 2 weeks ago, or 2 years ago."
Yeah.
And I said, "I would have remembered."
Yeah. Right.
Oh my god.
And so I go back to work, and then I hear the little chime that Siri's getting ready to read me a text message.
Oh my.
And it was, Andrew says, "Well, how do you fucking die?" And I lost my shit. I was laughing.
That's
So
funny.
that was just a really funny thing to hear Siri say that.
So I guess I'll start off this talking about our road trip, and then I've got an actual like opener that we can get into after this. So our road trip, I gotta say, it was hell.
Yeah, it was
we-
not. No, I told people at work with how many people that know how often we traveled to South Dakota,
Yeah.
like 1 to 3 times a year.
Mhm.
We take a 12-hour trip there. And that has been going on since you and I have been dating.
Yeah.
And we've been dating for almost 20 years.
You haven't been dating for 20 years. You've been together that long.
Well-
okay. You should have said as long as we've been together.
As long as we've been together.
Yeah.
So, and we've been together for almost 20
so
years.
particular.
So we've been on a lot of road trips.
Yeah.
And this one in particular made it into my personal top 3 worst, maybe top 2 worst drives.
Wow.
No, I wouldn't put it in top.
Maybe 3, top 3, not 2, because actually I've already thought of the top 2. So top 3.
Yeah, I've thought of a couple. So
What? Just because we've been on the same ones.
Okay, so
Just-
we got the one that we
just had. I'm putting that in the number 3 spot.
Okay,
What
so-
is the top 2 worst drives to South Dakota
one
in
of
20
them.
years?
One of them was when we were with our friend Luke, and I could not use the freaking cruise
Cruise
control.
control?
Yeah, I couldn't use that because it was 32 degrees out and it was raining the whole time.
When was that?
This was we were driving from South Dakota to Indiana.
Was
You
it
were-
for the wedding?
No,
He only
maybe.
came here, I think,
Maybe. I
twice.
think so. No, there's a few times. He did
Yeah?
too, yeah. But no, that was one of them. And then
What's number 1?
number 1 would be the one where you drove all the way.
The Blizzard?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, the Blizzard where it was going 5 miles an hour.
Yeah. I think were we doing the podcast at the time?
No.
No?
I
Okay.
think this was before podcast time.
Okay.
No, so
But-
the only thing I'm switching is I thought like so it involves Luke.
Yeah.
It was the trip back to South Dakota after the wedding.
Okay. Yeah, that's when we were all
Where
stuffed
we
in the
all
Cobalt.
all of us stuffed inside
so
the
we
Cobalt.
Stuffed 1, 2, 3, 4.
You remember the
5,
Cobalt, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
6 people in a compact
6
car.
people,
Why would-
including Josh's dad who's driving. Luke is in the front seat, and then the rest of us are in the back.
With our dog.
With Layla.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And luggage.
Luggage.
For 6 people in our Cobalt.
We were at maximum weight level.
Probably
Over.
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 We drove 4 hours.
I mean, that's a 5-passenger at most vehicle.
So you want? So
Right.
I wasn't really a passenger.
She was just
If
laying
you're in the car, you
across.
are.
I was laying down.
She was the seatbelt.
I was
Some
in
laps?
seatbelt. Yeah.
And you rode. And how long was that drive?
4
hours.
Oh, I thought it was like 12.
Oh God, no! I don't.
4.
Oh my God, I don't know if we would have been able. We were
4.
already like at each other's throats.
4 is difficult but
Yeah.
doable. 12.
Oh.
The most comfortable
Okay.
seat in the house was Layla because
So-
she was in her carrier because she was still
And
really
she was right
tiny,
below me.
and she was in her carrier on the floor,
Yeah.
so she had the most room to walk around.
Didn't it get hot?
Very.
We had windows.
It got
was in the
very,
winter.
then it got too cold, then it got too hot.
It was November.
Somebody
so.
wanted to move, somebody wanted a drink or something to eat.
So that's 3 people in the seat, and then you laying over top of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then 2 up front.
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
Whose
we had
idea
to work.
was that?
I think it
We
was
just didn't have a
Josh's-
choice
I think it
because
was
we
just
had to
kind of
leave a
like
vehicle.
yeah, we didn't have any, and it was like the middle of the night. Like we didn't have.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the reasoning for it. Do you?
They just couldn't get another vehicle at the time. We just had to drive all the way back together.
Yeah, it was either that or I
Rent
don't
a
remember
car.
or no, because it was too late. Everything was closed.
Right. That's what I'm giving you the other
Oh,
option as.
okay. So yeah, that was like our only option.
Other
They're like,
option,
all right,
yeah.
Alex, you weigh 90 pounds.
So I got some stuff. I got some notes from the trip here. So it was my sister's wedding weekend. So we had to get there at a specific time. We've got a very bad late start. It rained out the interstate. We were hydroplaning a few miles. There was an
I actually
accident.
have not been that scared to drive in rain my whole life.
Yeah. There was an accident that diverted us off of the interstate onto a U.S. highway, like 30, and had us go through Illinois and Iowa together.
One
that and
straight.
we barely got to the
long-
restaurant on time to eat, so we had to get our meal to go. And
For rehearsal dinner.
yeah, it was the rehearsal dinner. We wanted to at least meet the family and have conversation with family at a restaurant. Didn't happen, and I was already stressed. So we get to the hotel. Luckily, Pixel is
You've
doing.
already really forgotten one of the big points.
Go
of
ahead.
This trip. Like the part where we just kept adding time to the trip.
Okay.
Well, say it.
You just kind of skipped that part. You should have
It
just
doesn't
you went
matter.
for the bad
We
weather.
were late.
Yes, we were
Yeah.
late, but it
So
was
no matter what we did, we couldn't get there at
we
a certain time.
couldn't.
So
It just kept adding more and more time.
I bruised my butt
Oh my
Ouch.
god, I forgot about that already.
on the air conditioner.
You have to tell what you did.
We
though.
got kinky. No, I'm just kidding.
Josh!
No, it was more along the more along the lines of I was playing with Pixel.
Do you see how the big
And-
smile on his face?
I was ready for that. I was ready for you to yell at me. And so Pixel was on the bed, and we were trying to get him used to running up and down the suitcase. We made a
Yeah, we made
makeshift stairs for
stairs.
him, and he used it. He was smart enough to understand it. Layla did never.
What did we
use
do?
that.
We stacked a suitcase.
Suitcase and a
And
footstool.
then it was a footstool. Then it was the
Then the
bed. So
bed.
that way, when we're sleeping in the middle of the night, if he falls off the bed or gets off the bed in the middle of the night, where you don't hear, get me back up. So we taught him, hey, babe, we made some stairs for you.
Yeah.
So and then
He's smart enough to know that, and so I bent down, come here, Pixel. And as I dropped, my butt went right onto the air conditioner unit. I bruised a little spot on my butt. I
it's
haven't checked
it's
since we went
black
back.
and blue.
It
It
was
was
bad.
hard enough. Josh goes,
Yeah.
It was actually as Pixel is running off the bed for the first time, using it as stairs to go down. And Josh goes, "What a good boy!" And then as soon as he said,
"Come here,
"Boy," he landed on
Oh my
the air
God.
conditioner and was like, dropped to the floor.
So
This was at a hotel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to tell them ahead of time that you have an animal?
Yeah.
Is it extra money?
$30 for
It's
the stay.
$30. Yeah.
They just clean the room.
It's just
extra.
they do extra
Yeah.
cleaning to
Yep.
the room.
Then I slept so hard. I was so
The first
tired.
night?
Yeah.
Oh my! Actually, both nights.
I think both nights. Was
Both
pretty good.
nights, you and I were both
Um,
we're out.
Saw a lot of family at the wedding and just chatted with them and everything the next day, and it was the wedding went off pretty well. And my dad was the pastor, and he dropped the rings.
He dropped the rings
twice.
twice.
Yeah, there was one that he's like, oh, easily got it, and then the second one, he actually got down and had to go dig for it.
I remember them dropping it once.
No, twice.
Because I remember Craig getting down and trying to find it.
Yeah, that was the second time.
Oh, he
Yeah.
actually did
The
drop
first
it
one was
twice?
really quick.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, there
I
was-
just remember him handing him rings to your sister going, here, you hold these.
Yeah.
He had them on the Bible and then he tilted the Bible this way or this way, one of the ways, and the rings just went tick tick. Fell off.
We spent some more time with our family the next few days. Nothing really big happened. Introduced my parents to The Princess Bride. They'd never seen that movie.
Did
So-
they hate it like I did?
No, they
No,
loved
they
it.
loved it.
Why would you hate it? I actually watched it the second time, through this, recently. I was like,
oh, wait a minute.
I'm enjoying
I didn't
this a little
hate
more.
it, but I didn't like
Yes,
it.
you guys
I
both
hated
were.
Never
I actually liked it
Story.
the second time.
Never-ending
this time
story.
You
around.
hated Never
That one
Story.
I
I was
hate it.
enjoying it. They're fighting.
Oh, something's going on out there.
I guess.
Hungry because
Oh, they're
they're on a feeding schedule now. They've been overfed when we were gone, so now we're trying to get them back on a diet, and they're mad because
Well, how
it's
many
not
days
time.
were you gone?
4.
What day
4.
did you leave?
Friday.
And you got back Monday.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
So
got
usually when I leave, I just
frickin'
kind of
fed.
fill up their bowl for
And
a
Jake-
couple
and
days.
Jake fed them
and then
extra.
Jake filled their bowl more.
Did you tell him to feed them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well
Yes, I
then,
did.
He just
Oh
didn't
my
measure,
God,
it's fine.
Nightmare. She ran up the stairs.
There-
She looks like she's gonna jump
We
up
need
the
to have
wall.
like another camera out there just for like up in the ceiling, just them running around. while we're
Josh, what is
well,
smoking.
that
she
doesn't happen
chasing?
very often.
She's trying to jump up the wall. What is
There might
she?
be a bug.
Oh,
We have windows open.
That's right. There might be. A bug.
So on our way back, Alex and I stopped at a gas station, and I accidentally walked into the women's bathroom.
I'm so glad that you will remember all this because this trip, like trip besides seeing family was hell. I have blanked all this out other
I'm
than
so
it just
happy.
being so horrible of a drive.
The drive
Every
was so
time we
bad.
would stop and get back in the car,
We added time. so-
time and we basically got
This
at
was-
each other's
I'll never
throats.
forget Alex's face because she was the
So
one that spotted me.
I was the only one in the women's bathroom and I was drying my hands or washing
No,
it. at
you were
the
just
time.
coming out of the stall.
Oh, is that what it was?
And as you were coming out, I burst open the door like it's my freaking house.
did,
I'm like,
and I was just like-
boom.
I was like,
I
I
gotta
just
pee.
like looked up and I was like, and Josh's
She's
face
like,
just like lights up, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden he backs out of the women's restroom, looks at
Look
the
at the sun, like, yep.
wrong one,
Wrong pipe, too.
wrong pipe.
I've never ever gone into the wrong restroom.
I have done it a few times.
Don't you look at the door?
I seriously thought
It really, I actually, no. So this gas station that we went
they
into,
didn't have it.
the way that they had the signs, it was like kind
Quick
of like
read.
on the corner,
On the
so you actually
corner,
had
so
to
you
like
see the-
turn to see
yeah.
them. And the way that Josh and I've been at so many different,
Men's is always on.
It's
the
always on the
first,
the right.
first. Yes.
Usually. Well, not always. Like if you look at Walmart,
I don't know. I feel like it's always
it's
on the right.
left.
I feel like it's always on the
At-
right.
Should say at the.
I feel
I
like
think
I'm always going to the
stores I've
left.
worked
You're always
at-
going to the right.
At Speedway.
Maybe it's a Speedway.
It
thing.
wasn't Speedway.
Flying
it was
J.
Flying J.
Or
So,
Loves.
Anyways.
Either
so-
way, the look on Josh's face was so funny. He just like, because he just jolly old just rip the door right open like he really had to pee. Just same thing. Just
I did.
you're not supposed to be in here.
Right.
Luckily, I was the only one in there, but
It was
fine.
funny. I thought it was great. So yeah, the roads were fine, but the road trip was just. It's just
We
been
saw
rough.
sidewalk coming apart.
Oh my gosh!
we
yeah,
almost
due-
saw a landslide.
Yeah, well, mudslide. Due to the,
Mudslide.
the highway that we went on went through a town that was on the side of a hill that was pretty tall. You could almost consider it a mountain town,
Yeah,
but it wasn't a mountain. It was just.
really
I
tall
guess
hills.
this area of Illinois and Iowa is just very hilly. So we went through this area, and the road was water was coming over it. It was pretty scary. I thought that we were gonna
Like
see.
we saw the sidewalk like lifting up and like
Yeah.
breaking away, and Josh goes, and this is how
This is how sinkholes are done.
sinkholes are made. Get out of here.
I'm like, we need to get
we need to get the fuck out of here
Yeah.
now.
Yep. But so as far as an opener goes, on this day, by the way, in 1933, the Loch Ness monster was first reportedly sighted in Scotland. So
Do you believe in the Loch Ness monster?
I don't know what I believe. Urban legends are
No.
always fun stories and tales, but some of them might have some truth. I don't know.
The thing.
It's
so
rough.
Where is
You're watching stuff about creepy
Right,
things.
but-
Come on.
where is the Loch Ness monster?
Scotland.
But like what body of water?
Loch Ness.
The Loch Ness swamp.
The thing is with that one specifically, if they really thought it was real, they would have went and found it.
At this point, you'd think so, but
What?
we know less about our water than we do space.
True. Well, at least ocean, because
Yeah.
there are parts of the ocean
There
that
could be parts
are-
of that
you
lake
can't-
that have
Weird.
like a
you
hole
can't-
where.
Could you imagine being in pitch black water?
No.
Oh my
Like,
God!
how
I've seen
scary would that
TikToks
be?
of
Nope.
people on their
Nope.
on their boats out and about, and
Nope.
it's just like pitch black
Nope.
all around you.
That's
Would you
like-
like that?
No,
No,
not pitch
that's-
black.
You're like
That's-
nodding your head, like, yeah, this sounds
Although-
great.
Yeah.
Although
No,
I
that's-
think I've said
That's a
like
fear.
one
Yeah.
thing on my bucket list is to go down on one of the shark cages.
Okay, that would be
but-
you alone.
Yeah, goodbye.
But
Goodbye,
it
Brett.
would not be pitch black, you know.
No.
Yeah, because you know what you're just gonna hear is nothing, and then.
Well, I hope there's
I
hope there's
Sounds like a
sharks around.
shark going down on Brett. Oh, you're just gonna hear bang, and there's gonna be this big white right behind you, and you're like, "All right, had enough."
that would be quite an adrenaline rush. See that to just be
Yeah.
down there.
Brett, I don't
the
see
sharks.
you as that on your bucket list. Why?
I just told you why. Being adrenaline.
Lots of things cause an adrenaline rush, but that
Yeah,
you are in a cage
right, a titanium cage that they're not getting into.
that you think they're not getting into.
Pretty darn sure.
Oh, that's not 100% though.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's safe.
And I'm pretty sure you'd be the only one down there.
I think they do it. I don't know if they honestly. I've never researched it. I don't know if they allow
So why do you think you'd be the one
people
to
to do it, but I'd like to. I'd also like to go up in like a jet.
You mean like a fighter jet?
Yeah, just as a
As a
to
passenger.
go up with a skilled pilot.
And make you go, woo.
Well, maybe not that because the amount of G's that they
You don't
can
think
put
you
on
can take
you,
any G's?
like take a
Take
How
some
many
crazy
how many
roller
G's do you
coaster.
think you can take?
I don't know. I'd have to see like how much
This is
like
a G taking
a
off.
big
Well,
roller
a G is
like
1,000 miles, right?
I don't know what a G is.
Right?
No, I don't. I'm not sure how it's measured,
I'm
but I
pretty
don't.
certain
And I'd
that's
like to
right.
know what the like some of the heavier
much is one G
roller
for?
coasters at Cedar Point give. So
Right.
because there's probably like 2 or 3.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a little
it's
bit
just
more
not,
than I thought.
it's not that much, or it's just not. Not that
So
much, it's
okay,
not- it's
so
not what I
1
thought.
G is the force per unit mass due to gravity at the Earth's surface and is the standard of gravity defined as 9.80665 meters per second squared, or
Okay. Depending on how close you are to the Earth, too.
Sure.
That is that's what this math is.
I just
talking
remember
about.
that in Armageddon when they go around
Yeah,
the
like,
asteroid,
only go 6
they're
Gs
going 12 G's.
Yeah,
and
they start.
they're
going around
like-
okay,
passing
so
out.
1
Ow.
G
Hurt
force
my elbow.
is equivalent to 22 miles an hour.
What?
that doesn't sound right.
That does
So that's
not
what it
sound
says.
right at
1
all.
G of force is equivalent to 22 miles per hour.
So
That sounds pretty light.
well. That might be right because
I feel like that's right.
12 G's is 264 miles per hour. So
Yeah. So imagine. All right. So remember when we're on the
I feel like
dragster?
that's more.
How many forces? How many G? What G force? What G force is the dragster at Cedar Point? Top Thrill dragster. Here we go. It doesn't say.
No.
Oh, 120 miles an hour.
Okay.
So
it's
if you
like,
take 120 divided by 22, it's 5.5 G's.
is that right though? It feels like
That
20
feels. I mean, do you
22.
remember? There's no seatbelt.
But
okay?
22 does not feel like a lot.
There's no seatbelt because you literally get stuck to your seat.
yeah, I mean, I bet that's
It
right.
feels like it's gotta be
so
more.
That is
imagine
like the most
feeling.
nerve-wracking part of the whole entire ride is that they put you and you're about like this. There's nothing really going over your lap. You sit down.
There's a chest restraint.
Yeah.
No, there's not.
Yes,
You're
there
like-
is.
There's a
No.
seatbelt. There's a
There's
seatbelt.
there's a
seatbelt.
chest harness on the top throw.
dragster?
Yeah.
No.
I don't
think
remember there being
so.
a chest harness. No.
No.
I think you're thinking of the Millennium Force.
Millennium
No,
Force
Millennium
doesn't have
Force
it
is
either.
just a seatbelt as
This has
well.
that one.
The
It's not a seatbelt.
lap.
It's a seat bar.
It's a lap belt. Yeah.
It's a belt.
It's a bar.
There's no bar.
It goes.
There's
click.
not
bar-
a
the
there's
bar
not a
is-
belt. No roller coaster uses belts.
You're
Right.
kidding.
Well,
No, I'm not kidding.
The Millennium Force, I can tell you specifically,
Holy cow,
has
guys.
one of those
We're
clasp thingies, like the what do you call them on Jurassic Park, where he tries to take the two and put them in like. In
female.
I
his-
don't think so. I think you're imagining things.
Okay, see, the reason I know this is because I was having a panic attack with you guys on the coaster right before they shut down the ride. They're like, "Sorry, just kidding. It's raining. We're not going to start it yet." That was my very first time being on the Force, and I was like, "This is all there is. It's just a seatbelt." And there's a bar attached to the seat in front of you that you can hold on to unless you're in the front seat.
well, the front seat, you get the first car.
Yes, that's it.
You know,
110%. There is literally a strap, an inch and a half big that goes across here, and it's got some elasticity.
I don't
Wow.
think that's correct.
that's great,
Fine, whatever. I'm looking it up.
Alex. That's gonna be a great gif. You just
Millennium-
Anyway, we got
Millennium
way
Force.
off topic
No,
there.
that-
I was
we're
talking
not-
about urban legends, and we got into roller coasters.
Yeah, we
what
did.
the hell?
Go ahead with your urban legends.
Well, I was
opener.
just talking about like there's more than just Sasquatch and Bigfoot, and we're talking about Loch Ness monsters like the Mothman, Slenderman, Skinwalkers, the Men in Black. Those are also urban legends too. So you gotta think that there's also other like listed ones. I was looking at the Wikipedia. I was like, what is a whole list of urban legends out there, like urban legend monsters? And there's quite a few things.
It's hard to believe some of those because the technology exists to prove their existence in a lot of
Right.
cases.
Things
know?
in the water would be a little more interesting
Sure.
because things can survive in the water.
But like, I don't know.
we don't know what's alive down there.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like, there's
They can just come up for air and then come right back down. That's all they might need to do. Who knows? Go ahead. What?
It is a little buckle.
Oh.
It's a buckle.
Yeah.
Because I remember holding on to it going, this is going to keep me in from going, like, this is the steepest roller coaster I've ever been. We're going 100 and, okay, so
You don't go
90
inward.
degrees, so you go like 80 something degrees.
no,
don't go
You don't
down
do that
in.
on the Millennium Force.
Not the Millennium Force. Millennium Force
That's
is
the
not.
Maverick that you're thinking of. That does that like that.
Yeah.
What is its angle then? I could have
Just-
sworn the
it's-
Millennium
it's
Force.
not-
It's
it's
not.
not
that
It's
drastic.
sloped. It's sloped.
It's
Because I thought it was enough to like raise your butt off the seat.
no,
like,
no, no, no,
No.
no.
Okay, well,
You
whatever.
need
We
to
did-
go back.
I was
You're-
just gonna say, I
You're
was like,
really
we
foggy.
We went
your
on
roller
it 3
coasters.
times,
I know,
man.
but then we went
we
on the
lost all the adrenaline in the world when we were on it.
we went on it. We're like, want to go
You know
again?
that was
Yeah,
4
want to go
years
again?
ago.
That was a long
God, it
It
time.
was
was a long time ago.
2018. That was before COVID.
God. Feels like that just happened, too.
Yeah.
When Jake's
You
balls
know.
got crushed. Do you remember that?
Alex was talking about that on her
Twitch stream.
Twitch stream, actually.
Was it
I think
Twitch?
So. I think so.
Yeah. You don't remember going on the gatekeeper, the big one when you first walk in, the big blue one?
Was he with us?
I'm
Yes, I
pretty
was
sure
with
Jake
you.
Jake and Brett
Yeah.
remember because we wanted to ride front seat and it was the first coaster that we did and
But it was at the end of the day.
which I don't care, whatever. So Jake and Paige went on this side, and Yumi and Josh went on the left. And the little teenager comes around and checks your seat, and he always forces it down and lifts it back
Yeah.
up to make sure it clicks nice and tight on you. Jake's fucking ball sack was that where he
Yep.
clips down.
It's the worst
The guy
ever.
comes around and he goes, do-do. Okay, we're all good. He like just quickly goes through every
Crunch.
single one.
Oh.
Crunches Jake's balls. He's like, all right, guys, we're good. And Jake's over
Unfortunate.
here going, no.
I'm in pain over
I'm
here.
in
Help.
pain. You crushed my balls.
He's crushing
And
me.
then he sends him on a trip for 2.5 minutes on a really big roller coaster.
He's flipping.
Flipping in circles.
Could you imagine
And
just
then-
going,
I tried to find
There
the
is a
picture.
photo.
There's
There's
a
a
photo
photo.
somewhere of when they snap your picture. Jake's face is so purple and red because he's doing this because his balls are being crushed. And then so when you get off the coaster, you get off on the right and you get off on the left, and you go down like a spiral staircase, and you meet in the middle when you get to the end, right? So I remember Jake specifically. I'm like, where are they at? And they were taking a lot longer because Jake was wobbling down the stairs. And I was like, what? He's like, teenager crushed my fucking ball sack when he tightened the seat.
I'm going to see if we have it on.
I tried. I looked. I don't know where it's at. I
Look at our
tried our
group chat?
Instagram. I tried everything.
Did you look at
I-
our group chat?
No, I didn't. That was the only thing I didn't try, I guess. But yeah, that was funny.
If I
Anyways,
find it, I'd
so
be
we got
very
to the Loch
excited.
Ness monster, and then we started talking about.
Well, Cedar Point. Because
you want to go
of
to
the-
Cedar Point?
Well,
Not until I'm
We
not
need to
sure
take
where
a
they are.
podcast
I'm
trip
not
to
sure
Cedar
where
Point.
they are with their mask mandate. I think they lifted it.
a lot
I'm
of
not-
TSA dropped their
I
mask
say
mandate,
TSA just
so.
did.
I
so
think-
I'm pretty
I think
sure
that most
Cedar-
people are, but I know last year they were not. You had to wear it in the park.
You had to wear it
Right.
in the park, but on the coasters you could take them off.
Well, that's fine, but it's still 90 degrees in the park.
That's very true. And how are you supposed to like scream with a mask on? And breathe? How can you breathe going? Do you
I
remember
would
how
hate
hard
it,
it is to
man.
breathe on the dragster and breathe on the Millennium Force?
No.
I do. It's hard.
Boy, you make roller
Wow.
coasters out to be like these terrible things, Alex.
I love roller coasters. I don't know what you're talking about.
I
They
think-
are just very terrifying the very first time you get on them. And even though I've been on them before, I can guarantee you when I get on the dragster the next time, I'm going to panic. But I'm going to get
Yeah.
off and I'm going to be like, I peed a little and it's fine.
I love the dragster. I love it.
Frick, Alex.
It's that's an adrenaline rush. The
I
dragster.
like the dragster. I wish we would have gone on it at least one more time.
I think I
one
went
more.
3 times.
We went a few times,
But you,
Alex.
oh no, we did twice. I wanted to go on
Yeah.
it one more time.
I was good.
But Josh was like, I've had enough.
Like my it was
16-second coaster.
I was seriously just done. Like at that point, you get to that point where your brain is just like, or your heart, your adrenaline. Just
Oh yeah,
doesn't-
we
you don't have any
definitely
more.
we got our money's worth of an adrenaline rush that day because I'm so happy the three of us decided that night to stay in a hotel and
Oh
not
my
drive
gosh,
home
I was so
because the three
tired.
of us crashed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The Mummy was playing. We took showers and we fell asleep.
I don't even remember the Mummy being on. To be honest.
I just knew it because Brett and I were quoting it the whole night.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not finding this photo. I've still been looking here, and I don't even see it in our other chat. We would have had it up at that point. So I don't know. There is a
Hey.
photo of Jake somewhere of him getting his balls crushed. Let's talk about some playing and watching. I got some stuff. Brett, I know you've got one thing to mention here. You played some football.
We should play, Josh.
Oh, yeah. You think so?
We should.
My defense is pretty strong. I'm pretty good at it. Hey. So if you want to talk about this, we do have a voicemail, and it's from.
Oh yeah.
It's from Patrick.
You gonna play that now?
Yeah, I'll be playing that here in a sec. I thought I had it. I can get it right here. So, Patrick sent us a voicemail just now, actually. So we gotta play that here real quick, and it's gonna be a response about this whole football thing that we had. Happen with Brett. So here we go. I'll play it here.
Hey, it's Patrick from the Paranormal Passivity Podcast. I just want to talk a little bit about this football match between Brett and myself. You see, what happened is I had taken some cold medicine before we started playing, you see, and I wasn't sure where I was. I was kind of loopy, and let's be serious, Brett kicked the living shit out of me in that first game. Damn it, it is what it is. But the second game was a lot closer. I just wanted to call and razzle Brett a little bit. And what am I, an asshole? Go Raiders!
All right.
See, what had happened was
we appreciate the call, Patrick. And if you guys want to leave a voicemail, the phone number is 224-225-5780. That's 224 call PT0.
That was the first night you guys were on the road, and I sent you pictures of the score.
Oh, the score. Let me put it up. Let me put it up here.
Do you, Pat? I'm glad that you played that before we started talking. So Patrick at least had some type of reasoning. Oh, hi, Snickers.
We're going up.
Why are you staring at me?
Okay, this.
So the thing to take away in this picture is that it's 5:56 in the second quarter of 6-minute quarters, and it's 28-0. That
is a burn right there. So what we're seeing here is 0-28. Why are we playing against the Chargers, man?
Well, I didn't really know who to play as, and I thought, who's got a decent quarterback and a decent run game and decent receivers and a pass rusher? I wanted a pass rusher, and I just picked the Chargers. Plus, it was a division rivalry to the Raiders.
I have the wrong screen up here, so give me a sec.
The final score is even better.
Yeah. I'll get to that one here in a sec, but I just wanted to make sure I got this got that put proper on our screen. So the final score, did he scored, right?
Oh yeah. Well, he scored. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he scored one touchdown.
All right, there we go. I'm gonna close that. Sorry, I had to get to work here on cleaning up our. Whoop, wrong, wrong way.
You're about to answer our fan question here on the podcast.
Wait a second. What?
Don't flip through too many photos.
The final score is 76 to 6.
76 to 6. Yes.
On this screen,
look at the
you
completion.
see he did not have a good game. He had Derek Carr had 71 passing yards and 20% completion. Justin Herbert, my quarterback, had 6 touchdown passes and a 68.7 completion record. So the thing is about it was that I don't know how I intercepted darn near everything he threw.
Oh, really?
And he was mad after like the first 3, and then it was just like kind of he just.
How many did you do?
Accepted it. 2 games.
How many? I know how many interceptions.
I don't remember.
Oh,
it was
that point.
It was at least 5, I think.
Oh,
But,
well, after a couple, your quarterback loses all the confidence, so you lose a lot of aim.
So the second game.
That's a thing.
Let's see, what was it?
Oh.
The second game, I was the Bills, and he was the Rams, and I won that too.
Okay.
What was that?
I wanted to rub his arm for a second.
Okay.
she needed to.
I needed some physical touch.
Random.
She thought she'd reach over and you wouldn't notice. That's funny.
Random and weird, but whatever.
I've been playing Madden myself, and I've been doing very well. Doing very, very well, actually. With Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback, I'm pretty overpowered. So, but no, it's yeah. I mean, I would play it. I don't know if I'd want to do it locally or online though. It'd be interesting. We have the option,
Sure.
Doing it other
The only benefit to playing online is that I can't see your plays and you can't see mine once we're lined up. Because I always, once I pick a play, I look at the routes and stuff.
Oh yeah, I look at what I just chose.
Exactly. So get an idea of where I want to go with the ball based on what the defense is doing.
Yeah.
But that's really all I'm playing. I did finish Uncharted 3, which that was fun. I had forgotten pretty much all of it because I hadn't played it I've only played through it once, and it's been years. And I wanted to get kind of ahead of Patrick on his stream so I know where, kind of where he's at.
Did you play all the BioShocks?
I played 1, and I could not get past a spot in 2, so I gave it up and never went back. I have it on PS4.
Isn't
it was
Game
free.
Pass?
I don't think so.
All 3 of them?
Well, I own Infinite because it was Games for Gold.
Man, you should try
I have them all, and I know one pretty well.
I would recommend trying Infinite, man. Like,
Infinite,
since you haven't played it yet.
Was Infinite ever remastered, or is it still the 360
It's been remastered.
version?
It's been
Really?
remastered, yeah. We have both. I've purchased that game. I think I have it 3 times. I have it on the PC as well.
Yeah.
So I've got it in 3 different.
There's,
and it also is on the Switch.
There's
so
a few games that I've bought multiple times.
Yeah,
just
I
to
would
have it on
say
everything.
That's one I'm surprised you didn't go to because of how good that was.
I enjoyed 1 a lot, but I just
2 is
haven't
pretty
ever
open.
gone back to it yet.
And it's linear. It's pretty linear. It's
Yeah.
not open world or anything, so you're not going to get too lost in the open worldness. You can get through it. And how many you did it like in 4, 5 sit downs?
Mhm.
It's a great story. And DLC is just as good. I hear. I haven't tried any of that. Are you playing anything else?
Finally got into the franchise mode of baseball. That's still fun.
Dude, I got the clip that you sent.
Was it the nut shot?
Yeah.
Finally, this time it was a guy.
Yeah, this was pretty awesome. Actually, it's just a real simple, just quick hit, pop right in the ball.
I like how when he gets hit, he lands. But then I like how he pulls his legs in like in the fetal position. Like, watch.
Like,
Do you want to hear the sound?
Oh yeah, play the sound.
I will play the sound.
Play the sound.
All right, here we go. It's gonna play on our actual YouTube here.
Oh!
There's a legit crunch.
God, you didn't even have to put your headphones on. You heard it.
And I swear, every time
And
I
that is
nail a
exclusive
picture,
on YouTube.
I jump. I'm like,
Oh, geez.
when I'm
Well, because you're so
you know,
concentrating on hitting the ball,
hitting it,
but not
and
hitting the
then,
other balls that come.
Dude, like I would, if you got hit with a baseball in the nards.
in the nards.
Well, they wear. I mean, a real baseball
Alex
player.
and I
wears
have-
a
Even
cup.
if you wore a
No.
cup.
We've had this conversation while we're playing Call of Duty. If you get shot in the dick, just end me, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you put this back on?
Can you put it on? Like in
You know,
the Saving
I
Private
can-
Ryan beach scene, he's there picking up the arm. He's picking up his.
I can guarantee that's probably happened to a doctor before.
Yeah.
Guarantee you.
Well,
it's probably happened to an OR doctor
we
or
have
ER
a
doctor.
surgeon in the family.
He's not a surgeon.
Is he not?
No,
I thought he was.
he's like a
He's trauma.
He's a trauma
Oh,
nurse.
Well, that's pretty traumatic.
I'm sure he has plenty of
Okay.
stories. I've heard many stories, and I'm to the point where I'm sure that is not the first and only time that has been said out loud, or if it has happened. Sure,
Alex
it
and
has.
we've been playing Destiny 2 lately on her stream. We got the Gallahorn, which is the big,
that gun behind you.
the big gun in
That
Destiny
one.
2 and Destiny 1 that is it's actually really powerful. It's a really
That's
powerful
very
rocket
powerful
launcher.
gun.
So I would recommend, of course, having it. But
Patrick, Josh, and I
$30 to buy this
took a really long time
this
to get it,
expansion part though. That really pisses me off. It's so pay to win. I hate it. And
but it was an amazing.
But we got it on discount, but it was actually also money that I earned. So
I will
it
also
didn't
say
really
that it was
come out of
worth
our
it, though.
pocket.
It was worth
It was a long campaign.
Very
for
long
it,
campaign.
So, it was fun, getting it. But we'll see if that helps us in our raids whenever we do them. So I've also bought the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass, which gave Nintendo 64 games, Sega Genesis games, and some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. So I've been playing Dr. Mario on Nintendo on the 64, and Mario Tennis. Oh man, I'm so good at Mario Tennis. I want to play.
Oh, you're so good,
bad.
but you only hate it. And
Bowser
your
was
wife,
the problem.
Your wife had to figure out Bowser.
You figured it out
I
for me.
figured
You
it
told me
out.
how to actually beat him.
Is there a Mario baseball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Super Mario All Stars.
What's it on?
That was on the Wii U and the Wii.
Was there just one version?
There's
one
two.
iteration?
Well, I think there was on the Wii, and then they
I think they
remastered on
they
the Wii U for
remastered
the
it or did something.
They might bring something out on the Switch. They just brought out Nintendo Switch Sports. I'm
Yeah, I saw
very
that. Yeah.
interested in playing that. So people are already throwing the remotes into TVs again. It's just a whole nother. Put your wrist straps on, you bitches, while you're playing a swinging game. You know,
Right.
Don't be stupid.
Everyone always thinks, well, I'm not going to be the stupid one to throw it into the TV. And then they do. And
And
they're
you
like,
play with
well,
that stupid one who literally throws a remote when you say toss the remote up when you're trying to tell him to hit the dice. God, I can't believe I played with someone like that. I told that on the podcast before. I know this. Play in the Switch, Mario Party 8. You just do this with the remote. I said, just do this. And they let go of the remote.
Let go of the remote. And that is
Yeah.
why there is a wrist strap on
Yes,
the
yes.
remote.
But the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, there's like 8 new tracks that they brought out, and there's a few of them that are good. They brought out a few from Nintendo 64, but there are some bland ones from their mobile one that they put into the Deluxe, and then there's a few new ones that are really good. I'd recommend playing that. I might play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on stream sometime. You might play it with Jeremy sometime soon, right? Are you watching anything new?
No, I
No?
don't believe so. I
No.
did watch a movie, 2 movies actually.
What did you watch?
12 Strong, which was the
that's Mark
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, no, it's not Mark
It was a
Wahlberg.
story right after 9/11. A special forces team went and met up with a general of a rebel squad, and they tried to take out some of Al Qaeda. Like right after 9/11, it was like the first offensive mission, I guess you could say. And that was better than I thought it would. It threw me off when it came out because you see Army Special Forces riding horses, and I didn't really get it, but it makes sense
because they're in Afghanistan.
correct. And the squad they're linking up with, they travel by horse, so that was interesting. And then I watched The Forever Purge.
Oh yeah, that just got brought to HBO.
Yeah, and it was, I liked it.
Will I like it?
I think so.
Yeah.
So what's interesting about it is that you wonder, if you watch the Purge movies, you wonder how will they make this one different.
Where is this one?
It's in the U.S.
No, timeline.
It's after 3.
Okay.
So
it's over.
Well, no,
Oh.
because in 3, I don't know if it actually
passed
says
at the end.
right. So she gets elected. The senator gets elected. Who wants to end the purge?
End the purge. Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Oh,
remember
spoiler
if
alert
it
on 3, by the
says
way, which
is-
specifically. It's been out.
It's been
out for a long time.
16, I think.
Yeah, forever.
Anyway, the new founding fathers get reinstated, and they reintroduce the purge. Well, then, so basically, the movie starts with the purge starting up like right away, and at the end, a bunch of Americans decide, no, we're not stopping now. We're gonna keep purging, and they basically, it goes on there. This big hate group basically forms all over the country, and they just continue murdering anybody who goes against that.
Anybody who's the
Sounds about
anti-purge.
Yes.
right, yeah.
And it's the whole. They kind of the writers and directors, whoever you want to call them, they kind of play up on how divided the United States is right now,
Mhm.
and basically saying, if you're not full-blooded American our way, we're going to kill you and take our country back.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. And I'm not. It made sense to go where they went in this version, or the next installment.
Well, because it's over, and there's going to be people who are going to want to keep doing it, who have gotten the taste of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you take those movies, practically, like, okay, so you have a 12-hour window where all crime, including murder, is legal.
Yeah.
Well, the turnaround time or the cleanup time, like you come across a dead body, on that first day, but at night, how do you know if they were killed at 5 a.m. or 7 a.m. You know, so
It's
kind
basically
of
don't get caught killing anybody
yeah,
after
it's
midnight or
the
12 a.m. or
the
12 a.m.
cleanup.
or
If
whatever.
that were a real thing, the cleanup from those 12 hours would take weeks.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Well,
just,
that's why they do it once a year.
I guess. So.
Right.
Because
You
they have
don't
to
think
also
about-
account for
you
all
get-
the
you
dead
think-
people and all the funerals.
Right. I mean, I never really thought about it, but the first Purge movie lays down this idea that is so anti-American.
Yeah.
And actually, cousin Andrew actually pointed that out. I'm like, I didn't really think about it. I just thought it was cool,
Like an
how
original
this
idea
family
kind of thing.
dug in and had to protect themselves against these people trying to break in on this weird holiday. You know,
Yeah.
but
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Alex and I, we watched the Batman.
yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything different out of it. Nothing.
I didn't get
new.
anything different. Well, I think I understood it more.
I didn't,
Just
I
because we
didn't-
watched it with subtitles, and I feel like I walked out of it like I really liked it, but I felt like it was a lot of information,
There's some times where you just get a lot of information at once.
and I just didn't really like. I had issues placing names on people towards the
Right.
end, because at the very last like 30-45 minutes they're like this person, this person, this person. You're like, that's a lot of information. Who's that again? And wait, why is this? And why are you giving me this information? And you're trying to plug all the puzzles together. So after I already know how it ends, now I can just kind of relax and kind of take everything in.
Right.
Because, we're just trying to, like, this day and age, we're already trying to figure out the movie before it ends. So I think that's why I don't
Oh, yeah.
remember.
Speaking of the movie club movie, I tried many times
We
to see
tried.
how.
Yeah, that none of that happened.
We're gonna go into
Yeah,
depth
we'll
on
go
that
into
one.
No, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm just not a fan of Catwoman.
No.
Like, I tried. I
Mhm.
don't like this version of Catwoman.
We'll see if they change it up a little bit when she might be in later.
She's coming back.
Yeah, I would figure so.
They announced that.
Catwoman is very prominent in the Batman series.
I know, but they need to do. I don't
Which,
really
by the
know
way,
what
Brett,
I like about it. Or
Speaking
don't
of
like
Batman,
about it.
you were talking about the animated series. You said that one around the table
Oh, yeah,
episode. I watched that one.
Yeah.
That is actually not considered the best one.
That's not.
The best one that they're considering is one about Victor Freeze.
What's the title?
It's the one about him and his wife. It's his whole story about
So
him.
it's like the second. I think that's like the second episode of the
Yeah,
series.
I think so.
I would really
yeah,
love
that's
to
a very
see
good
him
one,
come
too.
back.
I want to see him.
A new, like,
Freeze.
I want to see a new.
Gritty Freeze. You know?
Like,
Man,
I don't know how they're gonna do it.
The Mr. Freeze boss fight in Arkham City is awesome.
That is like the third boss. I
don't-
got stuck on that and I stopped.
What's cool about it is that
It's in the tower, right?
no, it's in the Gotham City laboratory.
We have to go up.
Or the police
You
department.
have to go
I mean.
up though.
I think
You
so,
have to have the
get
ability
in.
to glide to get in there because
Mhm.
I got stuck there. I remember playing this and I couldn't beat him. I was like, well,
But
this is where
to
I'm.
damage him, you have to use like 3 different methods. 'Cause
Right.
He learns the previous one.
all
So
all
you
of
have
them.
to do
yeah.
something
You have to like your
new.
battering and like your you have to glide around, of course, up top because he's spraying at you with all of his freeze.
It's
I've
very,
died many
it's
times.
very good, but
It's hard. I would say that's
Yeah.
that's a hard boss. Yes,
it's
they need to
well
make.
designed.
They need to put that in the cinematic universe. I'm tired of just the one
Well, let's
film
see.
we got.
Of the main villains, he's the only one who hasn't been done a second
Same
time.
with Poison Ivy.
And
Yeah,
Poison
we have
Ivy.
not
that,
had a
that
second.
movie. Well,
Mhm.
even I guess Bane did. but-
Technically, we've only gotten one iteration of Harley Quinn, so I think she's done just fine.
I think she's fine.
Margot Robbie is
Yes, I
basically
think she is.
Harley Quinn right now, so she's gonna be
Yeah.
Barbie.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Was it a trailer that came out or just the image?
I.
Or they just do an official?
All I
like,
saw was like a
maybe they-
post that
Oh,
just
it-
said
well,
like
it doesn't matter.
first looks basically.
Well, yeah. Then they have photos of it. Then so it's Margot Robbie as Barbie, and I knew about this. We talked about this like a year ago, and Alex was like, "Oh, did you know about that?" Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but I was also like, you can't just be like, oh yeah, I totally know it. I know all the like, yeah, I've told you guys about this plenty of times, and I'm like, once again, like I'm not gonna remember what we talked about a year ago.
Yeah. One other thing that we were watching lately, Alex and I watched Clash of the Titans.
Is that a movie?
Yes.
It came out.
think
it
I
was
remember the cover.
remade in 2009, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know what Hollywood had for Sam Worthington. I don't know why they love him so much.
Avatar.
I don't think he's a great actor.
Avatar and Terminator Salvation.
Yes.
And then he was also
He did this one and Wrath.
He was in he had a small part in that movie Everest.
Yes. And he's a voice actor in
And
Call of Duty.
Is he is yeah, he was in Black Ops.
Yes.
He was the
Mason.
guy
Yep.
Or was that
Mason.
who was Ed, what's his name? The actor from The Rock, Ed
Harris.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
He was somebody in Black Ops.
Yes, he was.
Um,
So Sam Worthington, great voice actor. I can't stand to look
is
at
he
him. on
British?
screen. Yeah.
So he had a British accent
Yeah.
in Everest.
Yeah, he's got an accent. I remember him in Avatar. I mean, I don't know. I hope he's better in the sequel, which is now.
He's British Australian.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't understand why people loved him so much. Just he got a lot of.
Oh, he's
deals.
a lot younger than I thought he was.
He had a streak there where he was
did. Yeah.
hot.
Stopped right after Avatar, basically. Like right
only
after
45.
that, it kind of just stopped. Like he just maybe did TV or something, or just did other movies. Everest was after that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 2016. I think.
Yeah. We because you talked about that movie.
Mhm.
when
We watched it.
Yeah, that was like a movie club movie.
It was.
It was before the movie club, actually.
I
thought
believe
so because
so,
we
yeah.
watched it at your
Our town
Our
Black
shitty
Hawk. Yeah,
yeah,
that-
our shitty apartments.
You guys want to talk about replicas?
I have one thing
You
to
have one
say
other thing?
before.
Okay.
So I told you I joined that Xbox group on Facebook.
I saw that you were commenting on things. Actually,
Yeah,
I
so-
see it on my Facebook feed whenever you do.
Someone posted a picture that they got that Xbox mini fridge
Okay.
and they were proud of it, and that's fine. And so I said, you could put 6 packs of soda in there, and it got like 12 or 13 laugh emojis. I just loved it.
Commenting
That's a
on other
Tommy Boy
people's
reference.
Yes, yeah.
Alex has been doing that, doing comments on, or not comments, doing posts on things, and been doing a lot of stuff on 99 the Bear.
Yeah.
Well, they often ask for weekend photos, and you usually post
Yeah,
something.
I do.
What's
I
that?
usually go through it. It kind of like reminds me to go through, hey, what did I do this weekend?
Right.
I mean, I watched Miss Congeniality a few hours ago.
You did. You were watching it while
I haven't
working.
watched it in
Oh,
years.
I watched
so.
Angels in the Outfield
I saw.
Oh, yeah.
Do you own that?
on DVD.
Why the hell is that not on Disney Plus
That's
yet?
a good question.
I don't get it.
We have it in the basement.
On VHS.
Best way to watch it.
We can't
No,
watch
it is
it.
not.
How can we watch it? We
Don't
don't
know.
have that.
My mom's probably got a VHS player somewhere.
Still can't watch it.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah.
DVD, I still own it on
I said a
Yes.
VHS player.
DVD, VCR. I think is
VCR.
VHS player. It's the same thing.
It is the same.
It's the same
I know, but
thing.
I said mom's probably got a VHS player downstairs. I'm
We're
like,
saying the same thing.
VCR.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
I love that movie.
A
by the way.
VCR is a video cassette recorder, and it plays VHS
yes,
tapes.
I know.
So if
yeah.
you were, a 10-year-old kid, you'd be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I know. But that's just like, well, hey, go push the button on the VCR.
Well,
Like,
it
I
is
just wanna-
May. I didn't actually look and see if what was on Disney Plus this month. So
Oh, like what was added?
yeah, because they always
Yeah.
do new to this and this.
Have you guys both seen Miss Congeniality?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
You've not seen it? No. It's a
You
decent movie.
Haven't
No,
really?
that's Sandra Bullock, right?
Yeah. It reminds me, other than the very, very end of it, which is like the last 15 minutes is super cheesy. Other than that 15 minutes, it reminds me a shit ton of me. Like, especially right when I like met Josh, I was very, 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 very deep into being a tomboy, and I refused to wear skirts and dresses and heels, and was like very no, go have fun at the mall. I'm gonna go and play in the woods, kind of thing. And this movie is all about basically that. Then she gets basically opted into being an undercover a beauty pageant contestant to find like a potential killer, basically. But she has to get into the top 5 of the contestants in order to do that. She has to get beautified and all that other stuff, and get rid of all of her tomboyish habits.
Yeah.
Which is very hard because she's got a mouth. Like there's one part
I will
where she
always
like
remember when she's doing the crystal, the
glasses?
ring around the
Yeah, the
crystal,
ring, yeah.
because I always remember the sounds it makes, and she does the ding ding.
yes, she had to come up with like a talent for the talent show, and one of the things that she does is that she knows how to do that she just came up on a whim was, have you feel like wine glasses like fine china, and you like get your finger wet and you go around the thing and make a noise, and she
Yes.
just kind of went up on stage and did that. She's like, oh woohoo, you guys know
Does
how to sing
Sandra
and dance. I
Bullock-
know how to do this.
Does she just play a cop in every movie now? I think in almost every movie.
She makes a good cop.
she just is. I mean,
that movie Heat with
Yeah,
Melissa
I was thinking
McCarthy.
about that, and then I'm thinking about Miss Congeniality 1 and 2, and then she's
Who the heck is the old guy in the movie that I really like? He's Alfred.
what?
What are you
He's
talking-
Alfred in one of the Batmans.
Holy shit, Alex, help me!
Michael
Miss
Caine.
Congeniality. He's
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Thank
oh my
you.
god.
Yes, I can never remember his
Well, it's
name.
either him or Mike
Please.
or Andy
Yeah.
Serkis.
So yeah, so
Oh.
Mike
or
Mike,
Jeremy Irons.
it's okay.
Andy
yeah.
Serkis.
It's
Jesus.
definitely not Andy Serkis. So, no,
Ugh.
but Michael Caine is like her.
No, Alex
her,
and I
like,
agreed that
beautified
that Andy
person.
Serkis is not a good Alfred. Actually, we kind of decided
I,
that we don't like.
I'm not.
We don't prefer him.
So he's not the.
I actually like Jeremy Irons.
He's not
you know?
the family Alfred.
No.
He's the I had to step in. I had to take care of you. You were my responsibility. And it's more like I had to step in
had
and
to
be your
learn
father.
to love you.
Yeah, and I didn't know how to be your father. I'm just,
Whereas
I
in
taught
the
you to fight. I
The
taught you
animated
this.
series, he was just a butler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
So,
just was.
I mean,
supposed to.
I like him, but I don't. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's almost like we're kind of learning to like him, just
Right.
like
like him.
Bruce is learning to
Yeah,
like him.
right.
So
Whenever
I, like
I
that.
see Jeremy Irons, I just think Simon Gruber.
Same. Yeah, I get Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Talking to your mic.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Okay.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, Alex.
We gotta talk of the replicas.
Let's do that.
Replicas.
So this was Alex's choice for the movie club, and this came out in 2018/19. It's kind of like a complicated release date. But the synopsis of this movie: neuroscientist William Foster is on the verge of transferring human consciousness into a computer when his beloved wife and children are killed in a car crash. Desperate to resurrect his family, Foster recruits a fellow scientist to secretly help clone their bodies and create replicas. When William learns that he can only replicate 3 of the 4 family members, he makes a decision that holds fateful consequences. Starring Keanu Reeves, Thomas Middleditch, Alice Eve, and John Oritz. So, I didn't hate or love this movie. I thought it was going to be predictable, but it wasn't.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it. However, the majority of this movie
The
is
acting's pretty
seriously disturbing on a moral and ethical level.
It's pretty messed up.
Yes, it's pretty like
I mean,
you're instead of like your first thoughts being like, oh my god, my
Report to the
family's
police?
dead, I should call someone.
And
The first
get-
thing he does is call his friend and go, I have 4 bodies, let's try to
and then ask the friend to get
Yeah.
rid of the bodies.
yes. I
Because
mean,
he
he
can't
does
do
he
it.
does say I can't do it.
I get that, but
that was the only like empathy that I got from Keanu Reeves'
Right.
character was I can't do it. You're gonna have
so
to.
He
then
eventually cries.
He makes the
sometimes.
decision. He pulls a name from a bowl, and it's his youngest daughter that he has to not clone
Basically
and not bring
delete.
back. So then he decides, instead of being honest with his cloned family,
Yeah.
that I could only do 3 out of the 4, he decides to delete the eternal spotlight memo.
Yeah.
He
like,
deletes
full-on
the
delete
memory from those other family members. So now
Right.
she doesn't exist. So he has to go around the house and remove every hint of a memory of his youngest daughter.
That part was a little
Disturbing.
Sad.
well, like disturbing, but like that part I at least got okay, well at least he's feeling somewhat bad.
So then he brings his family back successfully, which I thought was crazy because at the beginning when he's telling his friend Thomas Middleditch that he's going to do this, he's like, they could come out horribly deformed. Like,
Right.
they come out
They come out
That's fine.
perfect. Yeah.
So-
Well, I know, but he says, what if they don't? Basically, like
sure, and it's a movie, so of course they're going to come out all right.
It's Hollywood.
But
well, they
Then-
weren't all right.
the
They
daughter,
just kept on like plopping mashed
Yeah, I'm
potatoes
gonna
on
say
the
I was like the
That's
son
true,
had
that's
a
true.
little something
Okay,
wrong
so
with
I
his
guess
head.
I meant physically.
They put
were
plot
okay.
elements so much into this movie that they could have made a show out of this
Yeah.
instead,
Yeah.
because there's so many things that they
It actually would have
put
worked a
in.
lot better as a show.
Yeah.
Now
I
I,
think
did
so.
not. Josh, talk about it not being predictable. I did not expect the twist of the company he works for being like a military.
and the guy
contractor.
let him do it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what?
Which he was being.
He was like, "You killed your family
he
yourself."
was being pretty obvious about something was going on.
right. He
and
was
missing
like,
a bunch of
He's
work.
like, "That's
looking
the
around
drive that we
corners
needed,
and-
basically, for you to like break the algorithm."
Now,
Yeah.
what's interesting, the movie opens with him. They bring in a deceased soldier. They take his neural imprint and they try to put it into a synthetic form.
Yeah.
I always thought, in my lifetime, if my physical body starts to break down, I wonder if I can transfer my consciousness
Would you do it?
to a
Elon Musk is
synthetic
on the
form.
verge of bringing
That's,
it.
They're
that's
into
what I
trying.
thought. I'm like, if this
We
technology
talked
could
about
exist,
it. We talked about it on the podcast. I said they're doing the chip thing.
yes, if
You can plug
he
your
would be
brain in.
someone you would think, if you want to talk about eventually the human race is going to outlive this planet. I mean, it's not going to be in our lifetime.
No.
But
But
and
it
that's why
could be
he's-
in our consciousness.
It could be in our consciousness
if,
lifetime.
if this
If you
were
can
in
do that.
fact possible to do, I don't, I don't see
There
how.
is a TV episode thing that Alex and I watch, and we've referenced it multiple times,
Oh,
called
Black Mirror?
World of Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Black Mirror.
The message.
But yes, World of Tomorrow is 100%.
They
accurate,
have
like,
this
yeah.
where you upload your consciousness into
and
an
it's
environment.
generations upon generations old.
The
Yeah.
problem is, so let's say you do it. You take
Yeah.
your consciousness, you put it in a synthetic form. The human mind is subject to aging as well. Then do
Mhm.
you just live forever?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that's the thing. You're not living though.
Okay, so is your consciousness that's in the synthetic form even real? Is it even you?
right. It's so weird to think
It's
about.
very weird to think
So
a
about.
lot of
I know, but
data.
if you think about what this movie kind of said, like you remember when the wife,
Yes, I
she
was
does
just
say
getting
she's
ready
like,
to
"Am
talk
I
about
just?
that.
I'm just a jumble of wires and
Well, even
neurons and
at the
stuff."
very beginning, she's like, "Why are you doing this? Why do you want to take someone's form and put it in something synthetic? It's not them. It's not real."
Yeah.
right.
So she was kind of questioning his life's work, which made sense for the movie.
It
Yeah,
did, but at
but-
the same time, I'm like, so why are you with this guy?
Yeah, right.
That, like, you don't
Who-
support your husband's.
Who seems to get paid really
career.
well? Because
Yeah, very well.
nice. That
He's like
house
some
is
John
huge.
Wick stuff, man. He was like had
It's
this
very nice house.
mansion.
And they never said, but they were in Mexico, right?
I
They were
thought-
someplace south because it was Christmas time with palm
and it
trees.
was
Right,
nice
right.
out, like
And it
was
it's
very
summery
nice.
and
Like the
everything.
buildings, like I think the clinic she worked at I thought it said Mexico on
Maybe
it.
it did.
So I
Yeah.
thought and the cops even asked if he spoke Spanish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It
So
could have been
maybe
New
it is.
Mexico.
Yeah, maybe it is Mexico.
But the very ending was weird
Weird, yeah.
because now the main villain is working with synthetic Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
to continue this work.
They kind of
And-
set it up for a sequel.
Yeah,
They did.
Keanu is with
He's on
his
a-
family. He was able to get his daughter cloned, and they just walk away.
So, but it makes so here's the thing is, but it might not set it up for a sequel, but instead think about it this way: it makes you think, how are you gonna know who's actually alive and who's not?
And who's in charge?
Because now now that they know how to do it, now they can do it to anybody. Because they
Right.
took they took this really really rich person from where were they at, Dubai or something like that?
Oh yeah, the prince. Or,
Yeah.
well,
And
King, whatever it
he
was.
was just like, "Hey, I'm dying. Here's a
here's
bunch of money. Put me
Yeah.
into a synthetic body."
Yeah.
It was like they know how to do it now. So how are you going to know who's alive and who's
You know,
not?
I
Right.
always, again, you take it in this application, like a soldier that dies, putting them in a synthetic form. But I think once you are old enough and you feel yourself breaking down, you accept that your life is over.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
know,
There's not going to be anything as far as acceptance goes if you're synthetic.
exactly.
Right.
You're gonna.
Eventually
I think the
just
way that
shut
your
off.
mind,
Yeah.
because I mean, the way that we control our bodies voluntarily and involuntarily is not going to be the same as if we had a synthetic body. So if you or I were falling off this chair right now, we'd be like, "Oh my gosh, if I fall off this chair, my body knows really quickly to send signals to my brain to, hey,
Brace
catch
yourself.
yourself because it's going to hurt."
Right.
And you're probably going to break something or sprain something or go to the hospital. There's consequences to you falling. Now, if I was in a synthetic body, I'd be like, okay, no consequence, no biggie. Take this and put me in another body, please.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I think like your way of thinking is going to completely change.
Sure.
People are going to be more careless about the way that they are. That's the
Right.
bigger picture, which is the scary picture. People are just going to go around killing people now.
Hope not.
It's gonna be-
People or
it's gonna be the
robots?
Purge.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Purge Robot
Um,
Edition.
There's a few things that, I think the robots could have looked better. Same with
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
they
CGI budget
it
must have
was-
gone towards the
Yeah.
actors.
probably.
Yeah, especially in
yeah.
the fast motion. Like
Oh
when
my
it's-
god, it looks so stop motion. Like,
Yeah.
It looked kind of like I got more of a vibe from RoboCop
Yeah.
with those big bots that are moving.
Yep.
They
I got a
can't-
lot of iRobot out of this.
iRobot is the same. Yeah, same.
and I Am Legend.
Mhm.
Like I got kind of like that mixture in this movie
Right.
is what I got
They
out
can
of it.
definitely put
Like
this
I
and
really
do
enjoyed
more
the
with
fact
it.
that I could not predict. Like there was a bathroom break Josh and I took, multiple actually, and I was sitting here. I was like, "This is probably gonna happen." Then this, and then and then everything. Josh and I both like any type of situation we said was gonna happen, didn't happen.
What
So
I-
it wasn't really predictable.
I did laugh at when his daughter pours the spoiled milk. He's like, "Someone's gonna get a piece of my
Somebody is
mind."
gonna get a piece of my mind. That
See,
was actually pretty
Keanu
funny.
Reeves as a dad is so interesting.
I
Yeah.
know, because the first time he picks up, he goes, "Oh, hi, sweetie," and picks up Zoe.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just don't see.
It's because he's been murdering
I know,
hundreds of
right?
guys for the last 3
He
movies.
could be a good dog owner, but I don't know about a.
Yeah, right.
I don't
know
see
about
John
dad,
Wick as a
a
dad
family
for some
man.
reason.
So there's some facts about this movie that I want to state before we go into our final thought about this movie. It was filmed in 2016, so it took
That's
that
right after
long.
2, I think.
Yeah, it took
John Wick 2.
It took that long for this movie to like come to fruition, like 2 to 3 years. It debuted at a film festival in 2018, but it didn't wide release until 2019. Nicolas Cage actually turned down the role before Keanu Reeves.
I'm glad you mentioned him. I do want to talk about
Doesn't
him.
it sound like it'd be the other way around? Like Keanu Reeves first, like
No, because I feel like this movie is up Keanu Reeves' alley.
more than
Like
Nick
it's
Cage.
more than Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like
But Nicolas Cage doesn't turn down anything. He probably did Pig for this. No, probably.
probably.
Yeah. One more fact about the movie: a unicorn represents eternal life.
Yeah,
So
that's what-
Zoe's youngest favorite, her youngest, that's the favorite animal of hers,
Yep.
is a unicorn. So, what about Nicolas Cage?
So that Massive Talent movie is apparently really good.
I
I
wanna
really
see it.
want to see it. Ever since I saw the first preview of him playing himself and then basically taking the jokes that people crack on him now and putting it in the movie, I'm like, I want to see this movie.
So
Yeah,
apparently he
interesting.
did a Reddit AMA and
Yeah.
it went really well and everybody loved
Him and
it.
Brendan Fraser are popping off online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and apparently he turned down Lord of the Rings and something else
What?
really big
Lord of the Rings.
because it would have, at least this is what he says. There was a couple different articles that somebody wrote about the questions he was asked and the answers that he gave, and that how it was just all really
That's
nice. But
interesting.
apparently he would have had to miss a bunch of time with his family, so he turned it down.
Okay.
And he, even though he's done in the last 10 years a lot of like C-list movies, he stands by them all and he's proud of them. So
Okay.
Yeah, good for him.
yeah,
Good
I
for
agree.
him.
But yeah, I'm glad that this movie, the Massive Talent movie, is doing well because I like Nicolas Cage. I just the last 10 years Nicolas Cage has not been like the previous 15 years.
Right.
So
Correct.
it's
Kinda
cool
like
to
Bruce
see him
Willis.
doing well. Yes, and Bruce Willis will never be the same.
No, he
Unfortunately.
won't. So critics give this movie an 11.
It did not get good on.
No, and fans.
Wait,
give it a-
we were talking about replicas.
Yes.
Yeah, fans.
Fans
killed
gave it a
it.
32%.
Yeah.
It got very, very poor
Really?
reviews. Yeah, I'm giving this one myself personally a 6. It's
I'll give
not-
it a 7.
It's not horrible. It's a
I give
watch.
it a 6.
The-
I think it's definitely watchable.
I liked it all till the very end where the bad guy reveals the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
when I was like, oh, come on, you can do better than that.
Right.
Yeah.
There
And
were
I
some
felt bad.
reviews.
I felt bad about Thomas
Middleditch.
Yeah, He took
Well,
a
Josh
bullet.
goes, "Oh, well, he could just take his mind and put it in a thing," and I'm like, "No, he shot him in the head.
Yeah, right.
His mind's gone.
Imprint
it's
over.
trashed."
Imprint over.
Yeah.
So for episode 300, I really wanted to have a good movie,
Mm.
and I went into the actual database of the best movies out there and movies that we haven't seen yet,
Uh-oh.
and we're gonna do The Godfather,
Oh, cool.
which is
I'm nervous about watching
which
The
is
Godfather.
number 2 on the top 250 movies of all time.
What's
Number
number
1 is Shawshank. We've seen that.
Oh,
already.
yeah.
So
You
And
want
I
the next
enjoyed
one?
Shawshank.
The problem with
Yeah.
1 is that you got to see 1 to watch 2, but everybody says 2 is
Two's
better.
the best. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
but 2 is actually farther down the list on actual reviews.
Oh, really?
For some.
But
Yeah.
yes, I agree. Everybody I've talked to about the Godfather series, right? 3
There's
series?
3, but the third one is very, very poorly
See,
reviewed.
that's what
Yeah.
I've heard is 1, you have to see 1 to see 2 because 2 is the best, but don't see 3 because 3 sucks.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I hear from everyone.
That's
Yeah.
cool that you picked a mafia movie.
I wanted to go with something that was just, very,
What
very
what mafia movie did
important.
we? What was the Al Pacino one that we watched?
There was
Scarface.
That's the one I'm
Scarface, yeah.
thinking of.
Yeah.
So that one I actually very much enjoyed.
That one's less of a mafia and more of
I
just
feel like
a
that needed. Where's
gangster.
that on the list of?
Now I want to pick something else because Brett said the freaking mafia thing. God
Well,
damn.
what is up or what? Where is Scarface at on like the top? Like
it's
I
like
wouldn't
top
be
10.
It's
surprised.
top
Oh,
10.
really?
Yeah, it's
I
like
wouldn't.
top 10.
I was gonna be surprised if it made the list.
really?
yeah, it's
I
up
think
there.
Scarface was
Oh, yeah, no, no,
actually.
no,
I think
Scarface.
I
even
always figured
now-
it was more of a niche movie, like a certain niche of people love it. But
So The Godfather is made in 1972.
yeah,
Oh, I thought it was
Um,
older than that.
It's 2 hours and 55 minutes.
Ooh, it's a long movie though.
Yep, the aging patriarch of an organized crime dynasty in post-war New York City transfers control to his clandestine empire to his reluctant youngest son.
So, the three of us have never seen The Godfather.
Correct. It has Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, James Caan, Diane Keaton, Robert Duvall. Those are all really big names.
think-
There's a lot of other
I
names.
think Abe Vigoda's in it too.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you'd know him if you saw him.
Abe Vigoda. Yeah, he's there. I don't know him.
Let me see.
Some old dude.
Some old dude.
Yeah. I don't know him. Anyways, we're going to see
Alright.
it.
We're gonna watch The Godfather, guys.
Yep. It's going to be a good
And we're
one. I
gonna
hope.
get ripped a new a-hole if we say anything bad about it.
Maybe. We'll see.
So, all right, why I'm nervous about watching it is because I have actually heard, I've made the suggestion at work before to people that are like a bit older than me
Mm-hmm.
and said, hey, you know what? Maybe, we've never seen The Godfather. And they're like, everybody else that was old enough to kind of appreciate The Godfather when it came out,
Yeah.
they were like, I don't know if you guys are going to like it.
Okay.
Like I've got about three, maybe four people that have said it. So
Well,
they've already
we're
kind of, they're like,
giving-
yes, it's a great movie, but I don't feel like it's going to like.
Is this the
hold
oldest
up.
movie we're watching? I think so, actually. I think
No,
so.
I feel like we've watched something older than that. I feel like we had to
You
have.
think so?
I feel
Then
like we-
72?
Okay, so think of like horror movies that we watched.
No, well, I mean, Halloween
Halloween
was
was
71
72.
or 2, so yeah. So that's pretty old.
Patrick's
too.
in chat. Patrick, when did Halloween come out?
But anyways, so we're gonna do Godfather. And I wanted to make sure that we had something that was gonna be like a highlight of our show because 300 is already gonna be a peak episode already. So
Yeah.
we're gonna make it a good movie to talk about.
I know we probably asked this before. Brett, you've seen 300, right?
Jesus, Alex.
Yeah, that was in our group chat.
That seriously would have been
It
like
was
a
gonna
great movie for
I-
Brett had never seen it, and then we could
Oh.
watch it for episode 300 and do
be
300.
Halloween came out in 78.
Brett, just tell me you haven't seen it so we could just watch
No,
it.
I've seen it for God's sake.
It's a good movie. Can we just watch that?
No, I would have done the sequel.
No.
No.
We could do Rise of an Empire, the sequel.
No.
Why?
I don't know. I don't want to watch that one. I want to watch.
That's- it's
Can we
your
just watch?
pick.
Can we just watch 300 this weekend anyway?
We have time with this 3-hour
I
movie.
know, right? That's 3 pee breaks.
The pre-break at the end doesn't count.
That's still probably about 3 pee breaks.
We got a couple of things in nerd news here before we get into our fan question of the week. A couple of things that I want to talk about. Crazy Taxi is getting a reboot.
You already
I talked about that last week?
this. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I wonder why I didn't delete that.
I don't know if we talked about it on the show. I think he talked to you about it
no,
after.
he talked about it
Oh.
on the show.
Did I? Oh.
I'm pretty darn sure because I remember.
But I remember us
Did I
having
talk
a
about
here-
exploding?
conversation.
Did I talk about exploding kittens?
No.
No.
It's getting a TV series and a mobile game.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know who's attached to it though. I'm really excited about an exploding kittens. Have you ever played this card game, Brett?
No.
It's so fun. It's probably the best family game that you can play as long as you get the family edition. There's a not safe for work edition that you can also get. But it will be. There's a game that Netflix is actually releasing this month. And the adult animated comedy series will premiere next year. So it's gonna be adult animated. Alex and I are always looking for an adult animated TV series.
Oh yeah, I love adult animated.
we're actually almost done with Paradise PD. And
So okay, you're gonna say that we're almost done, but honestly, I fall asleep to it. So I have actually only seen maybe a quarter of it.
it's
It just keeps getting more and more raunchy. I don't know if I want to watch
We're
it.
at the end of that part. And we
Okay.
always turn on Archer. I mean,
I know.
Archer's still going.
I like Archer. I like Futurama. I like South Park. I like all
Right.
that stuff.
Right. You guys want to talk about the?
Well,
question,
just
you got
because we were
something
talking about other things real quick, I've got a couple things.
The Expendables.
Yeah, I saw this.
Expendaforals.
So they're
Yeah.
Expendaforals.
so
I
they're
don't know.
spelling it. So it's the next Expendables movie is now going to be called. It's Expendables, but it has the number 4 in it. It's
where the A is
EXPEND
A,
number
number
4
BLES.
BLES.
Yeah.
So
Expendables.
I looked at Josh when I saw that was announced at CinemaCon because there was lots of stuff announced, and I looked at Josh and I was just like, "What are they gonna make? Expendables 5, Dependables."
Yeah. It's a legit
So-
question.
So Megan Fox is attached to this one. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, you guys don't like these movies
I
anyway.
want a Sigourney Weaver.
I liked the first one.
Yeah.
They didn't need to make any more.
Well, they may. I think they do. I think they're pretty successful. The one downside to
Yeah.
3 is they turned it PG-13, which
They couldn't.
did not work.
Yeah. Don't put Sylvester Stallone in PG-13.
Yeah,
Just don't.
I agree.
Just put him in R and
I
just leave
mean,
it. Like,
1 was
seriously.
violent, 2 stepped up the violence, and
was
then
good.
3 was less violent because it had to be PG-13. The biggest thing with these movies, I enjoy them, but I like seeing all of those actors on the screen together, and they try to add somebody new every time. So in 3, they added a bunch of young people,
They really did.
and they added Kelsey Grammer, Antonio Banderas, and Wesley Snipes,
Mm-hmm.
and Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson was the villain.
The villain.
Mhm.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do next.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I think Mel Gibson's attached to Lethal Weapon again.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he is.
I think we mentioned that.
That's been in production a long
Yeah.
time.
Well, they had a TV series that just dropped.
Well,
so
Speaking of
Plus, they had to
production,
replace one of the main
another thing that
actors.
was announced was Venom 3 was officially greenlit by Sony.
Who?
Venom,
Venom
3.
3.
I haven't even seen 2
Big
yet.
surprise. Me neither.
So I want to see 2.
Do
I don't
you?
know why we haven't watched it.
I don't know.
I really want to see it.
I don't know. I'm not certain. I don't know.
put it on for the movie club.
Right. Maybe. I mean, is it like even worth watching? Do you think?
I don't know.
I still would like to see
Um,
it, but
Yeah.
Other thing that was
it's
announced
not
is
must see. I don't think.
a Borderlands movie. So
We talked about the
there's been
Borderlands movie
about
already.
talks about it for a really long time. So they got a first look at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
So with
There's
that,
gonna be a trailer soon, right?
so yes, so hopefully there will be a trailer soon. I'm still not. So I'm seeing a lot of positive reviews. At least like that's what I'm seeing as positive
just
comments
don't
and
know,
stuff
man.
on what the first look I guess looks like. But I
Yeah.
don't see Claptrap being Jack Black.
Jack Black being Claptrap. Let's go that way.
Yeah,
Either
voiced
way,
it. He's
Like-
voicing it.
Voicing.
I know. That's not who I would think.
Chris Pratt is doing Mario. We'll see how it goes.
See, I could see Chris Pratt doing Claptrap,
Probably.
but I just it's
Ah.
going to be really
You know,
difficult.
Got a comment from
Jack,
Patrick.
Jack Black starred in his own video game,
Yeah. The guitar one.
Brutal Legend.
I wanted to play that one actually.
That was
Patrick.
Tim Schafer, wasn't it?
Yeah. He said, when will they bring in Steven Seagal? When
Yeah, I
he's-
mean that's
when he does this.
that's
Oh my god.
except that Steven Seagal is supposedly
So,
a major asshole.
Alex,
that
yes.
nobody wants to work
Alex
with.
and I watched a VFX artist react to Steven Seagal movie.
It's
There's
Remember Rules
Oh,
of
it's
Engagement
horrible.
when they talk about him being a terrible actor?
He is so bad, dude. He is so bad.
Oh.
I wouldn't even want to meet him in real life. Like there
No.
are celebrities that are like, "Hey, you want to meet him?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, probably."
No.
He's one of them. I would be like, "Hey, he's down the street." I will avoid that street.
Yeah.
I don't want to be by that guy. No way. He doesn't interest me. And I'm very happy that. Well, you guys haven't seen Executive Decision. Never mind.
I have seen the
You have.
Executive
Okay.
Decision.
Alex hasn't.
That's a
I'll
good one.
have to show it to her sometime.
One more thing I wanted to pop on.
Yeah.
about. What are your thoughts on Rocket League's new mode, the Battle
I
Royale?
haven't even looked at any actual gameplay of it, so maybe I should look at that before I even.
I feel like
try.
that's kind of your game. And
You would think so.
So here's the thing. I'd like to see, just because I enjoy watching you play Rocket League. I know you get frustrated, but you also
No,
get
I don't get frustrated with Rocket League. as
you
much as
don't
I used
definitely
to.
get. You don't get as frustrated with Rocket League
I
as you
think
do Fall Guys.
If I want to go with my most frustrating, is Warzone.
Warzone's your most frustrating.
For
that's
Battle
sure.
Royale, it goes Warzone. Fortnite's pretty low, actually.
Pretty low. It's actually more fun.
Yeah, I have more fun with Fortnite these days. Fall
Yeah.
Guys is a little higher up than Fortnite because
I can't
it's a
believe
little
I'm
more
actually
skill-based,
saying that, like having that come out of my mouth and saying Fortnite is fun,
right.
but it is. The no build, by the way, no
No
build
mode.
mode is fun.
Yeah.
Screw the other modes.
Yep.
My
I don't
opinion.
know. I'll give it a try eventually. I'll see how it looks. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's getting late.
we gotta talk the fan question.
Hey, we've been gone a week. We've got stuff to talk about.
And then next week we're gonna be talking about episode
Hey,
300.
he's
We have a
the
lot
one
of.
that's got to get up at the butt crack of dawn.
So
I do, but I still have to eat dinner.
Exactly my point.
So, question: have you ever accidentally received or sent a sexy text to or from the wrong person?
How did this come up?
Alex has had conversations with people at work about it happening, and she was like, I don't know if she and I have ever had this conversation with each other.
I don't
So,
think that we have, but yeah, I just thought it was seriously the first thing I wrote down when I walked into the building this morning, clocked in, and like one of the first things was, Alex, I got to tell you about this thing that happened to me last night.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a really good fan topic. I'm like, and I don't think we've ever had it before.
Right. So, it's an interesting conversation. So, people have, I mean, the meme that I put up is obviously hilarious. You know, the face that you make after you've accidentally realized you sent it to your dad. So, Brett, take it away.
I don't think so. I don't think I ever have. And the reason why is because I made it a habit to double check the recipient before hitting send.
You know, you'd think you've done something improper while you're drunk, but you've called people.
Oh, well,
But
everybody's
that's
drunk
not
dialed.
the same as a text. Text is
It's
a little bit more.
it doesn't go
verbose.
anywhere. It stays right there until somebody deletes it.
I like how you said it.
That's
way.
actually, I really like how you said
Doesn't
that,
go
Brett.
anywhere.
It doesn't go anywhere until someone deletes it.
It's very true. It's very true. Texting itself is very niche these days for people to send. You know, you can send photos or you can
Whatever,
do it in
you know?
words.
Send whatever.
Alex,
Have I accidentally?
okay. Have you received?
I have received.
I have received.
You've received.
I've received.
From who?
Trying to remember now, but I know I have.
Not Alex, in other words.
Yes, I have received.
You have.
Oh, this was 10 years ago.
Yeah,
probably.
10 years
10
ago.
Y'all have been together
I was-
20.
I was on
Yeah.
a flip phone.
Who?
This was a long time ago.
Do you not remember
It
who?
was Adam. He sent like a, "Hey baby, what are you doing?"
I can see that though.
You received the wrong. You were
received
the
the wrong-
recipient.
Yeah.
I see.
I was like, "Bro." It's like, forget
Honestly,
about it.
I think I remember you telling me about
Why
that.
is your face red?
Because I can see that happening. Do not put the camera on me.
It is.
Okay, so have I? I feel like I have had. I know for sure I've had a genital picture sent to me by accident.
By who?
A friend
Go on.
that you know of. We were at Buffalo Wild Wings. We're not saying names. We were at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I had opened up my phone, and you had just leaned over, and we were at Buffalo Wings in Chicago, and I was like, "Whoa!" It was a guy friend, and I was like,
Was it on accident or on purpose?
"Oh, it was an accident." Because it was very quickly after that, after I went ? And I don't think they called. They were like, "Holy shit, will you delete that?"
You have to tell me off because I don't remember.
Oh, you'll know who it is as
Was
soon
it-
as I
see,
say it.
Much easier to do on older flip phones.
Yeah.
This
you
was
know.
I had a full screen phone. It wasn't a flip yet. It
Was
wasn't
it
a.
a smartphone?
It was a smartphone. It was like one of our droid. It was when we had our droids.
Mhm.
Like that was like the brand new cool phone. So it was definitely on that one because that's the phone that I remember having and I got it on. But yeah, I opened it up and I was like in public. I was like, oh, I got a text from blah blah blah. Whoa! And you know, it said like
It
a little
happens,
message or something,
you
and I was
know?
like, okay.
But as far as sending, I think I've been pretty careful with anything that I would have said, either in person or any other.
I feel like I'm
form or
extra
fashion.
careful.
We're adults. We can have this
But-
conversation.
Again, you double check the recipient.
Yes.
Before you hit send.
Most people. Oh, our other order. Okay.
I'm really
Well-
trying to think, like, have I personally accidentally sent a sexy text to somebody?
Have you?
I have to have. Like, there's with how much you and I text each other.
But you and I only text each other. We don't go out texting most of our friends. Most
No,
of the
but
time.
I'm saying, like, we
I
also
don't
text
text
each other
you
when, like, we're
guys,
drunk.
But only because I especially don't text you because you take a week or two to answer.
I'm horrible at
and
texting.
You will answer me relatively quickly.
I'll
but
try to.
I'll just put it in the
group
group chat,
I'm
Yeah.
very much I'll get to it later, but I
and
don't.
then you never do.
I don't.
So that's why when
I'm about at that point where I'm not getting to it either because I'm getting
You-
busy during
when
the week.
you-
I'd much rather a phone call if you're gonna talk
if you
to me.
text me, I answer immediately. So because I know you forget that you send it.
Yeah.
So, but
Yes, I've been a receiver of a genitalia picture by accident.
Or by on purpose. You never know.
And I'm pretty sure it was an accident.
You never know. You never know these days. We got some responses on Discord. We got one from Brig that says received. Yes. Randomly got one from a wife that had 2 images side by side, one with her ballroom dress. Then what was underneath? The following.
Oh wow, score for break, man.
I remember him telling me this story.
I didn't.
actually.
I've never heard this one.
Mhm. Yep. The following text said, "New $5,000 dress. Do you like it? And what awaits when you destroy it tonight?"
that's great.
I just responded, "I hope the ballroom dance goes very well, and your husband is a very lucky dude."
What'd they say?
She replied, apologizing like 3 different texts. I told her all good. Then she asked if I was an Atlanta Braves fan. My area code for my cell phone number. So maybe something else was happening.
Oh, okay. Maybe she was fishing.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm just gonna just send this picture to a random number and see what happens.
Okay, so we got one from Arrow that says, I sent an Instagram DM to my friend in French. It was during the Blackout Tuesday trend in 2020. I was sending someone from France a video that happened in America with the T-Mobile store invaded with the French singer. Whoa, I gotta, what?
I'm gonna say read that.
Waiting for me to send the video. Oh my God, this is a lot of texting on Instagram. I was so confused because he didn't understand French. Oh, and I sent a DM to the French singer that believed. What the hell?
An English arrow.
There's a lot of back and forth on that one. We appreciate the comment, but it's a lot of conversation on that one. One from Crystal that says, one time I was texting with my brother and sister-in-law in separate texts, and one of the 3 of us together, and I meant to respond to my sister-in-law talking about her brother, and I accidentally responded in our group text. Oops. I know I was talking crap too. So it was a little bit different than a sexy text. A little more of a talking a little bit about a
Embarrassing.
person.
A whoops text.
Oopsies. Alex, do you have some responses?
Yes, I do actually.
Instagram's pretty lit.
Yes, Instagram's kind of lit right now. So first off, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna name names for this morning's, but I thought her story was shareable enough for today. So one of my coworkers, this is how this all started. She comes in, she goes, "Alex, I was drinking last night, and so I got to the point of drinking where I was a little like time for some sexy time. So I'm texting my boyfriend." And I didn't realize it was part of a group text to his sister.
Wow.
His sister, who was, I don't know if she said that they were, no, they weren't, or no, did she say they were in the same room or not? I don't remember. They were like watching a movie or something. And they were drinking. And she texted him, come to the bedroom and see me or something. And she's like,
Oh boy.
For sexy time, and she's like, and I spelt the word "come," C-U-M. And then get the text back, and it's his sister. And then you hear him, and she said he was in the kitchen or something. Went, "What did you do?" So I don't know if she was in the house or not, but she's like, "Yeah, we were drinking," and I accidentally sent a sexy text to her brother. So it was her boyfriend, but her her like brother's sister was in the group message.
Okay.
So like, oh, that's embarrassing. So yeah, but there's that. Have I accidentally? I'm sure I've accidentally sent plenty of bad texts to somebody. Let's see here. We've got Paranormal Pativity Podcast. Our friend Patrick, he said, sadly, no. Hey, ladies, anytime you want to send a drunk, sexy text to me, I'll take it, LOL. And Crystal replied with a bunch of laughing faces. Who's his wife? And then I've actually got a few responses here, text message wise. We've got J Movie Talk Podcast.
Shout out to them.
He said, yes, I sent a text and I felt really embarrassed about it. So didn't really give a lot of detail, but said yes, he has.
Some detail is just not needed.
Some details are not needed. We've got Terrible Terror Podcast.
Shout out to them.
Lucky enough to say I haven't been walked in on, but never received a sexy or saucy text from the wrong person. Oh, wow. I mean, that could be the next one, is if you ever been walked in on.
No.
Jersey Comic Crew Podcast.
Yeah.
Luckily, no, but I've accidentally sent an angry text to my boss once.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. We should just have put, like, have you accidentally sent the wrong text to somebody? Because it seems like maybe not just a sexy text, but, like, you accidentally just send the wrong text message. Sorry, that's not for you. Did you see the comments at all? No, you didn't. So, you know, when you were, I said, who to you?
Yeah.
And I was trying to drill who sent you a sexy picture.
Yeah.
Look at what Patrick said.
Run, Josh, run.
So, yeah.
Oh, man. We got a comment on YouTube as well. It says, in the words of Q, Warzone is pain, Warzone is love. Well, here's the thing. You can only take so much pain before you give up, you know.
Right. Right.
15 losses in a row sometimes get to you. Do we have anything else we want to touch on before we get out of here? We had a pretty good show today, so I don't think I have anything else I want to talk about. I think we can do some plugs now. Alex, you want to go ahead and do your Twitch?
Yeah, so if you like to watch me game, it's twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. I stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings. Playing Destiny 2, playing Fortnite. No build mode.
No build mode.
That's a key right there. No build mode. Cute Kitty does not build anything.
I wonder if you'd be any good at it.
No. I'm still jumbling how did you push my Y button and how to do the left and right bumpers to switch my gun. I'm not adding any more than that right now.
Right, because if you got put into like Warzone, just having different buttons already is just weird enough.
Yeah. Nope, not happening. Yeah.
As far as my stream goes, Alex, I guess we can show this on stream real quick. We got a victory last night on Fortnite.
We did! Yeah. Oh, wow. You can see how, like, orange juice I am already.
Yeah, this is the last, I believe, the last 30 seconds of our victory right here. I'm not going to play any audio because it's just us yelling all the time.
That is.
And Alex is just running around. There's one guy right there wearing the Ezio. And you're spraying all over the place.
Well, okay, so I will say, I changed guns right here because the gun that I had did that. It was like that AR thing you guys were talking about. That was it just sprays all over. There's absolutely no control over it.
Yep, so we got our victory right there. We got our number 1 victory royale, Alex. She hates when I say that because of the song.
I freaking hate that song.
But it was a good Fortnite gameplay last night.
Hey, I got 2 kills, by the way, and 5 assists.
Alex also has a cat.
Oh, I have a brand new cat.
So Alex's setup is green screened, and she's got this cat behind her that I put on her bed. Why'd you name him Frank?
I don't know. It's the first name that came to my mind. That's his name. His name's Frank.
So I built this room for you here, and I got some more stuff.
And he's animated. I didn't even realize it was him. And then I think right here is where I realize it. And I'm like, oh, hey, look, I have a cat in the background.
Yeah, animated 7 minutes in.
I had no idea. I'm not looking at my background. I'm looking at chat when I start.
So that's okay. Anyways, yeah, as far as my stream goes, if you want to follow me, it is twitch.tv/Mr. L. And I stream on Wednesday and Thursday evening and Saturday morning. I've been doing Warzone and just Warzone, actually, this last week. No wins, actually, on Warzone, but maybe we'll get one sometime. I don't know. We've been
maybe
bickering
just,
and arguing.
Stop playing Warzone and play more
Fortnite. Fine. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing Fortnite, going back to that on my stream. Maybe we'll do that this week. As far as our podcast goes, we'd like it if you guys hit the like button on our channel for this episode and hit the subscribe button on our channel to be subscribed to the PTO Unlimited podcast. Hit the alarm for when we're live, which is every Monday around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow us on our social media. We got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. PTO Unlimited, PTO Unlimited _podcast is on Instagram. Also follow the Discord. We have links on all of our audio, and YouTube channel has our Discord link, so make sure you guys are joining us there. We appreciate you guys joining in. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @_Mr. L.
Brett_Wings.
Cute_kitty.
Final note, I see you got one down there already.
I do. Patrick has having a birthday tomorrow. Well, time of recording tomorrow. So happy birthday early. We'll say it on the show here. Patrick's been one of our longest. He's been pretty much second or third longest running fan that's been engaged with us since the beginning practically, and he's become a really good friend.
Like we met him through doing
Yeah,
this.
I probably text him 2 or 3 times a week. Just about.
I hear from him.
I was saying, I was like, I think I text him almost every other day.
Yeah,
Oh.
Every
him on
day.
Oh,
Snapchat.
so you'll text Patrick who lives, 3,000 miles away, but I'll text you,
Patrick and I
being
send
friends
snaps
since
to each other. That's different.
2007,
Get on
and
Snapchat.
it takes 2 weeks for you to answer.
Get on Snapchat, and I will respond to you with a snap. I don't like
She's
doing
very
this,
much so.
but I like video.
Yeah.
Like I like doing
She
that.
does goofy
Patrick
videos.
will record a video instead of texting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll
like,
just do that.
yes.
I wouldn't do that.
See, that's how I like doing it. That's how I like doing it.
So like we just want to give a special shout out to him. It's his birthday tomorrow. He doesn't like to
Oh,
celebrate
babe!
it. But we're gonna give him a special shout out to that. Do you have anything else you want to final on?
Yeah, on the same note as birthdays, today is Dwayne Johnson's 50th birthday.
Okay.
Wow.
And
Really?
it's funny that I remember that. And you know how I always remember that? You remember that Raw segment that got the highest ratings ever?
Today's your birthday.
Yes.
This is your life.
So this is your life.
Yeah.
So
I got hair on
what's
my
funny
neck.
about that is that
Sorry, guys.
so Mankind is throwing a happy birthday celebration for The Rock,
love it.
and the line that he says is, "The Rock's birthday is May 2nd, you stupid son of a bitch."
Because he did it in April.
He did.
Yep.
And so I just never forgot that
I
because it's a
love it.
hilarious line. But
So we're gonna get out of here, guys. We have episode 300 next week, so make sure you guys are joining us. I don't know if we're gonna do anything other than being in the studio. I don't know if we're gonna do anything like special.
No, I don't think
but
we're gonna set up somewhere. I think we're gonna just
right.
stay here. But we've got stuff planned.
We do. So we'll catch you guys next week. Bye, guys.